a flower, didn't expect the thorns. You say that I'm too frigid, didn't know what you were in for. The second that you leave, I'm tearing down your tapestries. It's funny that you think you're still the king. Damn, I look good with these pomegranate lips. Baby, I don't owe you shit. Karma is a bitch. Fight the seed, lean in for a kiss of death from these pomegranate lips. Pomegranate lips.
Turn right circles of hell, even track some people down.
I can cut right through a soul with the snap, don't need a spell. So what gave you the right? I'm the queen of death and life. Whether you like it or not. Damn, I look good with these pomegranate lips. Baby, I don't owe you shit. Karma is a bitch. Fight the seed, lean in for a kiss of death from these pomegranate lips.
Why have you got the Twitter? The Twitter time. Let's go. Hi, Leo. Hope you're doing well. Hello, everyone. I'll go on the SMPVC for today. I'm usually never there, but there we go. Hi, chat. Hello, hello, hello. My chatters. My chatters, and welcome to the stream. We are... there we go. Alright. I'm usually not in the SMPVC, but it seems fitting for today. Because if you don't know, on the 11th of February, exactly 6 months ago from today, the main SMP I play on, the Prrp SMP, was born. I joined the very first day of the SMP, and a lot of what you might know today, watching mine or some other people's streams as well, was born on that very day. New Australia and my beach city location, even though it didn't have a name at the time, both were established on the very first day of that server, which is kind of crazy. And I have played a lot on this here server. There we go. Let me join real quick and have a look at my play statistics right here. I'm still on the roof of something. Let me have a look. As you can see, 14 days and 43.43. So almost 14 and a half days, which is quite a lot. That is 2 weeks. Kind of crazy. I don't know why I'm on here. Jesus, yeah, I've played a lot on this server. And mind you, that is with almost no AFKing. I've AFK'd like maybe 5 or 6 hours total. So the absolute majority of my playtime is genuine playtime. But, you know, very frequently streaming on a server for multiple hours at a time every week is kind of a recipe to get to good playtimes. So I have this. So last time we opened up another shop, and I feel like it is time to do what we've been doing quite frequently these days, which is going around. Hi, Blue! Welcome to the stream. Going around, checking on all of our farms, checking on all the businesses in town, and having a little check-in as you would customarily do, especially since we've had a much more active player base at the moment, specifically in my town. It is vital for me to check my farms a lot more regularly than I used to. So on the sheer account that they fill up fucking quick, boys. They fill up quick. This shop has not been finished yet. Something is coming here, and I'm curious. I'm very curious. Let me have a little walk by the beach, check out the boats. There hasn't really been too much restock here, so yeah, I'm not really needing any quartz at the moment or any amethyst, so I'm not buying anything here. Oh jeez, sorry, just inhaled there. And I was like thinking of drinking something at the same time, so my throat just gave up. All right. Let me go on the border route, because we kind of need to check on all of the farms in advance. I'm still trying to figure out the best route. Oh, we should check on the restaurant as well. I still need to figure out the best route to walk to reach every location I need in the best manner, but well, we'll get there. No sales in the restaurant. It is the primary location if you want to take someone out for a nice dinner, hang out with friends, just have a good time. And yeah, alright, let me do some harvesting while we're at it. The pumpkins, we really need to fix our pumpkin farm situation. And by the farm situation, I mean the farmer situation, because my farming villager, the only one that actually takes pumpkins, regularly just doesn't do his job and doesn't refresh his trades, and I've tried breaking his workstation, but it doesn't work anymore, and I'm concerned. I think for some reason he just, I don't know, doesn't register something correctly. I don't know. Whatever's wrong with him, something certainly is. And that is rather annoying. Careful, there you go. Now the melons. Gotta be careful that we don't rip out any grown melons. Stems right over on the sides. But the melon trades do work, so but unfortunately I have a lot more pumpkins than I do melons. I get about 40 melons, I believe, from this field. We can check in a moment. Don't forget to pick up all of them, but I believe it's around 40. Yeah, as you can see, 38. And I do get more than a stack of pumpkins, so that farm is about twice as big as this one. In that sense, it is rather unfortunate that my pumpkin trading doesn't work. This farm is, however, doing absolutely splendidly. The bamboo farm was a banging idea, and I stand by my point here. Because I never need to chop down trees to get sticks, I can just craft them up. It's the ultimate underrated farm. Lots of people don't even think about bamboo as a valuable resource, but it really is, boys. It really is, if you have fletchers like I do. Let us get all this crafted up. And then go by the villagers in a moment. Have everything all nice and done. There you go. Very nice. Hold on. Let me see if I can't get rid of this one block of acacia, because it's kind of annoying me. It's taking away valuable slots in my inventory. It is rather annoying. There you go. Let me see how much we could craft up still. There you go. Take it back. There you go. Let's go off to our villagers. Let me take those 2 melons, if I would, you know. Get all of this done. Let's take the pumpkins too. And then check the rest of the farm, because my inventory is a little full, I have to say. And, oh my god, what is that? Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. Look at that up there. I think that's the Elytra minigame, if I'm guessing. Intense. Something new pops up every day these days. Kinda wildin', gotta say. Wildin' times it is. So we got the melons traded. This guy still doesn't want to take my pumpkins. What a douchebag. But, well, it is how it goes, my friends. It is how it goes. Let's go to the stick guys. There we go. We'll see how much we'll get done with this celebration kind of shenanigans. I might want to do some cakes and stuff, etc, etc. Before we may do some more One Block Skyblock later, as we've done the past few streams, because I've just enjoyed that little, you know, giving back and forth kind of business. That was really poorly phrased, but what I meant is I've enjoyed having, in general, I've enjoyed playing One Block Skyblock, but also I've just liked having that as like the end point of last stream, where we did like an hour or so of it. Because it just felt kind of nice, like a little touch point. Okay, let me check out this new thing, because I did see that there's something. Oh, I just flew in. I don't know if I was meant to, but I did. You could just pop down. Oh, it's just still saying coming soon. Okay, I just broke in accidentally with my like fly gliding, which I usually do. Is my favorite thing, and I miss it the most if I don't have my wings. It's like this little like jumpy thing you can do. And how you can just avoid fall damage immediately. Alright, let me see if we've made any sales right here. I need to stock up on bones in a bit. Not a lot of sales. Ooh. A bit of iron sales, so that's quite nice. No other sales, however. Sadly, the sadness I feel. Have we made any rocket sales? We do have the wood shop right to this side here. Looking well. I did see that there's now dark oak added to the roster. Quite nice, quite nice. Let's have a look if we sold any rockets. We did sell rockets, but well, yeah. I should do a sign that people should not buy like quarter stacks or something, because I'm having trouble splitting the profits properly, and I keep having to give my own diamonds. Do I have a sign on me? I don't. Of course I don't. Ugh, the sadness. I'll do like a PSA maybe about it in the Discord, because yeah, if you don't know, every shop that I own by myself, except the rocket shop, which I split 50-50 profits with my boy. I don't know what you're looking. Oh, the art. Oh, yeah. I did post some new art today, chat, of all my pets on the SMP. Very lovely. Autumn is still not logged in. That is a bit sad. So I think this is the way it goes. Oh, I'll give him 3 diamonds. There you go. Yeah, it is crazy. It's already been 6 months of the server. What a time. And I don't know, kind of wild, gotta say. Let me have a look at this guy. Give ourselves paper moment. A lot of paper, there we go. I'm gonna do some replacement of rockets as well, rocket stock. Let me have that done right now. There we go. Gonna make some new duration 1 rockets, because that's all people have been buying. It's just duration 1 rockets, so I guess I'm just gonna restock duration 1 rockets. There you go. We are restocking a lot. There we go. There you go. Can I just do as much as I can possibly stuff in my pockets? Well, hold on. Yeah, no, we have a storage problem. Let me drop my diamonds off first off. Diamonds in the chest. Twisting vines in the nether chest. Hold the phone, chat. The phone has to be held. Is there anything I don't need on hand? Why do I have 16 eggs on hand? I really don't need 16 eggs, do I? Okay, we've got all the rockets. Let me drop in my firework material. There we go. There we go, my friends. This, I think I need to move up. Although I forgot what was there in the first place. Let me restock the shop. There we go. People have been really going ham for the Duration 1 rockets, so we are stocking up, my friends. There you go. This should be good. Let's see if we had any spare paper. We still haven't even checked all the shops. These days it takes like 20 minutes to do like the chores, which is basically check the farms and check the shops. Which, I mean, in my case, my shop's obviously like more the chore part, where I'm just running about, seeing if we've made any sales. Whereas, obviously, shopping at other people's shops is more fun. Because, you know, I take the diamonds I earn in a day and just go around and have some fun, you know. I'm very excited for more shops to pop up with more fun little items to sell. I've seen a little bit of the stock of the shop that's coming up there, that castle build. And I'm very excited. There's going to be some good things that I will definitely take advantage of on a regular basis. Where is one of the librarian guys? There you go. As you can see, we have a lot of emeralds. Well, a lot. We may do something with that later on. Let me have a look. May take my diamonds on hand already. Make ourselves a good bit of emeralds. There you go. I have some plans for other shops as well, because not necessarily because I need any more shops, but because I have a lot of resources of very specific things, such as chicken eggs. Also stuff I can buy with my emeralds. So I may do a few little pop-up businesses. I have a little idea for like a chicken shop, because it would just be like farmer's eggs shop, like a tiny thing that I can just prop in the middle. It's just gonna be like a little traveling cart kind of business, really small. So it can perfectly fit into the slots. I also really need to restock the rarity shop, because we had a few purchases there, and I gotta look what kind of rare items I've got that might fit the stock that is offered there. Hold on, rarity shop. Any further purchases? It does have a few enchantment books, but not a lot. Which I haven't decided if I want to do like an enchantment bookshop, maybe like a tiny thing as well, where I just offer like one-offs or something. Because you know, I don't want to be like I don't want to be like, I don't know, Mr. Monopoly and have like a billion businesses and just monopolize everything you could ever sell. But I do have a lot of resources that I don't necessarily need, and I'd rather sell them than give them away for free, if you know what I mean. Like, look, these little slots right before stuff like Town Hall are perfect for like a little cart that you could just prop down and sell one or two little items. So we've got TwitchCon, we have got the other wood shop. Let me have a look if they've got other stock nowadays. They've just got oak, which is a bit of a shame because I don't really need that much oak. I already have more than enough oak to last me for a good bit. So I do hope this shop gets restocked, because at the moment there's some sort of feud going on between the owners of both of the wood shops, which is a little bit funny. So I think that's going to be interesting to observe. There's also a slot for another shop here. We've got whatever that is. We're going to check that out in a moment. We might have to fill in this area. But yeah, this is my newest shop, which is the Warden's Wonders shop with all the stuff from the Deep Dark that we got a few streams ago. Let me see if we made any sales. Nope, not yet. But it's a very new shop. We've literally made it last stream. So, well, we'll see how that goes in the future. Again, as I mentioned, I do have more like plans for little pop-up shops rather than necessarily a lot of big plans for another big shop. Except maybe, I don't know. Most of my like ideas are more little small things. To be fair, I'm not really lacking in shops, I ought to say. I believe with the 2 under construction, the count of shops for Erelide, just Erelide alone, has risen to 12. 10 of which are already in business, which is a lot of businesses for a small town like ours. So I do hope that the other towns in New Australia are gonna step up their game, you know. You gotta also have stuff to do in the capital at this point. Because I don't know if they have any shops that are open at the moment. Just having a look. There's a spawn. And you know, this looks like a shop. A little bit. Or like a storage area. Nothing for offer here. Well, this looks well, this looks like a trash chest. Not really a shop chest, I have to say. It's kind of set up like, I don't know what, something. And there are shop locations right over here, but they just don't sell anything. So, hopefully that'll go. We do still have this area, which is interesting. But, yeah, let's see if at least the cat, like, look how cool that looks. Oh my god, I gotta check out that thing at the top, though. That immediately caught my eye. It's by far the highest thing on the SMP. I mean, not on the SMP, but at least in our corner of the world. Oh, this is looking rather interesting. Let me have a close look. Read rules before playing. I presume you might want to put everything you need, only elytra set spawn. In case your legs get broken. I presume this is the elytra game, which I'm loving this aesthetic. It looks like a cloud. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, presumably the waters, I don't know if that's like a permanent venture or just for the builder to get up here. But, interesting decision to build it at the highest spot in town. Well, right above the town side. Alright. Oh my gosh. There's so much popping up everywhere these days. It's crazy. But I'm loving it. I'm so excited. We've got so much new stuff going on all the time nowadays. What a time. But unfortunately, I don't think I need anything from the shops at the moment. So I'm going to put my diamonds away. I'm excited to see what other offers are going to come in. And to use up some of my supplies so I can buy stuff. Truly the consumerism of the modern world. Am I right, chat? Alright, let me have a look what kind of rare items I could potentially offer for sale in the rarities shop. Because we do have some enchanted books and we do have some heads, which is the primary thing I tend to sell a lot of. Let me have a look at my chest as well, if there's any other rare item I may want to sell. Yes, yes. Let me have a look generally around. Anything rare that I may be interested in selling. Don't think so. Let me have a look at my shulkers over here, because there are some things that I've got for sale. I want to sell some squid heads, some more enderman heads. I do have a lot of random heads, but like, I'm quite attached to having a few, you know, of my own, I ought to say. I'm not that attached to the squid head, so I'll sell these. Let me drop this into here. And now let's see the enchanted books. Maybe I have something that I could offer as well that I don't necessarily need at the moment. I mean, actually not, because my enchanted book supply is really low. So that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't want to do an enchanted books shop, I believe. Because it's so much work and so much, like, just standing at the farm, getting levels, and try to have luck at the enchanter. If you want like books that are not the ones my villagers sell. And my villagers sell quite a few good books, but absolutely nowhere near all the good ones. So I think I like the idea of having the rarities shop be a place where I can sell like one or two of items instead of having to have something be a permanent, like a permanent shop for it. I'm gonna actually go down with the squid prices, I think, because it's getting ridiculous. I think the squid prices are too high. I'm also gonna lower the enderman prices because we have too many endermen. Hold on. Enderman's head, I'll go 10 iron. Because at this point it's getting ridiculous. 10 iron. There we go. And then we have the squid heads. I'm gonna go for like 1 diamond. For some reason I thought they were a lot harder to get. Like I set this shop up when I just discovered. I think when it was just added to have 2 for 1 diamond. Yeah, seems fair. 2 for 1 diamond. There you go. when I just set it up, basically, and found out when I set the shop up, I just found out that you could get these mob heads. So it was just added to the game. I don't remember 100%. Anyways, oh, that I forgot one head. Let me rename that one. So I thought they were a lot rarer than they really are, especially of mobs that we have a lot of hunting going on for, like Enderman or Squid. So in that sense, I'm lowering some of the prices. Some of the ones that are kind of annoying to get, like this, I will stay with those prices, but, you know, I genuinely expected it to be a lot more difficult to get some of these heads than they ended up being. I think I've got the main shenanigans stocked. I'll put down some of these heads in the middle. There you go. Got that. I think we're done with this restock. Let me have a look at the potion supplies. I don't think there was any sales. Even though some of these things actually, some of these are very expensive, but some of them are actually solid deals, like the cauldrons. If you're using them for builds or anything, no reason to not buy them, honestly, because they're cheaper than crafting them. They're basically meant to lure you in. It's like an item made to make me lose money. On this case, iron. But not everything is about making profit. Surely not. People weren't on enough for everything to oxidize properly. Any oxidized blocks? Nope. Some of them, not too bad though. This is why I kept some copper on me, because I expected to have to replace some of these, but apparently not. Let's see how our eggs... Our egg, yeah, well, we've got 2 double chests of eggs, which is why we're trying to get this, this idea of a chicken shop going. And I'm gonna attempt to build a little chicken today. Just in one of those little crevices, and just got, like, eggs for sale, really cheap. Because I don't really need that quantity of eggs, and they just kind of get produced in, like, absolutely ridiculous quantities, like, way too much for my own purpose. What I want is... I think I have the supplies to make this look cute without having to do any work. Okay, let me get these. And let me get one of these bad boys for the beak. I think you know where I'm going with this, chat. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me go. We've slept the night away. I've got ourselves some of the building resources that we need. And now gotta scout out a spot, which makes sense. Because it's a very small shop and I don't need it to make a lot of profit. Honestly, I think I could even plop it down to the right here. I think I will do that. There's no designated spot here, but the shop is going to be incredibly tiny. So it really doesn't need a lot of anything. So this is going to be a learning experience trying to build this. Do you see where I'm going with this? I'm just going to make it really small. Wait, that's too big. There you go. Hold on. That's just the proportions get too big. Hold on, I can maybe attempt, because this beak proportion is not doing it for me. Hold on, we're gonna attempt to make this a tad bigger, because I'm just gonna say it, this ain't working out for me. Maybe it, man, it doesn't look too good like that. I have no idea. Oh, I have an idea. I just had a genius idea for the beak. Hold on, because the beak is what's throwing this off balance. I also kind of need legs. So I have an idea. This is going to be a wild experimental build. But all I needed is like one chest. Like really, I don't need this shop to be at all big. So what is the most orangey wood we have? I'm thinking it's Acacia. I'm thinking it's my old friend, my enemy, the only man who ever gets to see Acacia. There you go. Because I think sand's like this whole slab is too big. And then we're gonna use a fence. I have no idea if this is gonna work out at all or not, but this is my idea for a shop for just chicken eggs. I don't know why you'd need them, a lot of chicken eggs, but maybe for a prank, maybe for other purposes. You never know. You never know. So I'm gonna plop down the chicken right here. You'd plop down a block. Okay, no, I need this to be 1 block further back. Hold on. It's my axe. Axe time. 1 block further down. There you go. And then full block. There we go. Now here. On top. Come on, let me go up. There we go. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean, chat? And then, hold on, this is still too big. Is there a way to make this beak slightly less, you know, intense? Because this looks cute as hell, like a little chicklet, a little guy, but like I have no idea what to do with the beak situation. Hold on. Let me have a look through the crafting menu. Maybe something's just jumps up at me. It's like, hello, I'm the perfect solution for this problem. This is the problem of working smaller scale in Minecraft. It's literally just this. You often just come into these situations where you need something that's smaller than a half a block or anything, and you struggle hard with it. Hold on, let me have a look if there isn't anything that can assist me here. I'm trying to think. Beehive, no. We could attempt a button. No, I think button's too small, which is annoying. Why is it so difficult to build? I never know. A carpet could work. Hold on. Let me try it out with a red carpet. I would obviously make an orange carpet if it works, but hypothetically, I could attempt to put a carpet down as the beak. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me get up. Let me get up. Jump on this guy. Do this. Can I break this block and have this carpet float? Nope, I can't. The sadness. The sadness! The carpet would work out perfectly. It's thin enough. And small enough, but alas. Let me try the buttons first. So first off, button eyes. We'll try and figure out the beak problem later. Because I like this scale. I don't want it to build it massive. I think this is very cute and small. So the eyes. It's just missing the beak. Come on. We just need something that can work as the beak. Worst case, we can put down an item frame. And then have something like this. Oh? Well, hello there, slightly weirdly proportioned baby chick. Ain't that working out wildly for us? Somehow this works, and I don't know why. I don't know why this works, but it does. Hold on, let me attempt if I can give him wings as well. Oh my god, they're tiny. This probably looks terrible without my like texture packs, but do I care? Not really. As long as it looks good for me, I will just go along with it. Let's plop this one down for the boys, and then get ourselves those birch ones. Yes, perfect. Amazing. We just have enough to make this little chicken work. And then we're just gonna plop down a little chest and have it work like that. There you go. There you go. It's very funnily proportioned, but do I care? No, because it looks incredible. I'm losing my mind. I'm just gonna plop the chest down here, and a perfect location for the market. Let's go. I'm losing my mind about that. That is incredibly funny. Yeah, look how many eggs I've got. I've got shulker boxes and shulker boxes worth of eggs. It is the ultimate amusement to me to just think, well, we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna do this hard today. Do I have enough for a chest? Come on. Use up my spare random bits of wood. Well, almost. Last stuff is, I guess, gonna be oak. 3 here, 1 here, 2 here, 2 here. Ah, my favorite part about chests is that you can mix woods. Because imagine if you couldn't, that would be fucking annoying. Alright, let's bring our spare quartz back. Drop down. Hi Mike! How you doing? I just built the most amazing looking chicken for a little pop-up shop about chickens. There you go. Oh, well, not really about chickens, more about eggs. There you go. So, oh, I can't place a, I can place a sign next to it, maybe. Like that. Eggs, 16, 4, 2, 4, 2 iron. There you go. You're making a train station. That's very good. Look at that. Little shop done. And now we plop in the eggs. Because I have a serious case of too many goddamn eggs to ever do anything with. Because I made a too efficient egg farm, I guess. Not really efficient in the chicken business, but really efficient in the egg business. So, plopping down my eggs. I think 16 for 2 iron is honestly an incredible steal, so I hope people will be buying some eggs on their way to the rocket shop, I guess. It's just kind of ended up working out that way in a very funny kind of business move. Oh, I need to remember to make a... Oh, I don't need a slot because I've got the sign here. There you go. Then we're going to go down, fill up our shulker with more eggs. Oh my god. I have genuinely egg overflow. Because I made this farm design, which basically just doesn't have a floor, just has a load of hoppers. And yeah, since people are online so much more, they're loading the chunks, i.e. the chickens keep laying and laying and laying and laying, and oh my god, they lay so many eggs. Oh, perfect. Let me drop off all these eggs. There you go. We're gonna kill a lot of chickens also in a moment. Once we've filled up our egg reserves. Because I feel like 2 shulker boxes of eggs is honestly more than any man needs for any reason. Unless you're poultry man, then maybe not, but... This is ridiculously good, by the way. No reason this should be this good. I have no idea why this is not a more standardized farm. Because especially if you're loading the chunk slots, you can get quite a bit of stuff without any sort of redstone. Without any automation whatsoever. Literally just hoppers. It's very easy to make. Restarting the chicken population. It's like my procedure. I kill all of them and then I like spawn in new ones. There we go. And I had an idea, quite a nice idea that we will be doing after this chicken business, quite literally, is over. We will be making cakes for all of our immediate neighbors. Hi, Max! I have a chicken shop now. An egg shop, specifically. So if you are in need of a lot of eggs, we do now have a sale station. I can show it off. There's a little chicken statue right by the rocket shop. in Aralide. There we go. Look at it. It's a big chick. Well, it's a small chick selling some eggs. And I will be very, very diligent with restocking this one because I've got eggs for days. But for now, we are going to use our leftover spare egg stuff. Makes me think of Captain Sparker's egg shop from Deep End. Good recollection there. What we are doing right now is going to be making cakes for all of our citizens in celebration of the wonderful SMP we all live on. I swear I had another bucket, didn't I? Apparently not. Time to make another bucket. There we go. Another bucket. And what we are going to be doing is take all the eggs, all the sugar in our inventory. By the way, Max, I'm in the New Australia SMP VC if you want to chat. If not, also fine. So we get 1 cakes. Cakes are so annoying to make, by the way, because you gotta do the milk stuff every time. It's so annoying. But we are going to be making quite a few cakes for all of our citizens. A wonderful little... Nice, I'll jot in a bit. Poggers! There you go. Let's see how many cakes we need. So we've got 1 for Bug, 1 for Autumn, 1 for Magnus. Next one is going to be DGK. Then 1 for Void. Gotta make sure that we have enough inventory space as well. 1 for Void. Oh, not bread. Oh, didn't mean to craft up bread. God damn it. The pain of accidentally crafting something. Ah! I don't have inventory space. I don't have inventory space. I meant to craft up... Where's the 3rd bucket gone? Oh, it's there. I was like, hold on. I thought I had 3 buckets on hand, didn't I? I did. I did, in fact. Let me plop down this lantern somewhere, because it's annoying me. Hold on. Someone deleted what was here. That is annoying, so sign's gotta go. Let me plop down this lantern. There you go. And already give the baked cakes so we don't carry like 18 baked cakes everywhere. That would be kind of annoying since cakes don't stack. So we're gonna drop 1 off for Magnus. Oh, that is interesting. 1 off for Autumn. I think this house is not lived in, or is it? Oh, it is. Karma's. Karma. People keep leaving the gifts for people. And they're not checking their mailbox too often. Just raw chicken. Alright. Another cake. Another day, another cake. So I think the other people that need a cake are Bog and Void, I believe. And I think that we've got everyone, right? Am I missing anyone? Oh, yeah, that one person who lives there. that shows how much I know him. But I think they only joined 1 time, and they haven't really been back, so, well, ignorance excuse, but... So I think we need 3 more cakes. There you go. There you go. Let me give out the cakes. And then everybody's got a nice little cake as an anniversary gift. I mean, it's only 6 months. It's not really a full year yet, but, you know, I thought it'd be nice to celebrate regardless. There you go. Oh, DGK's house as well. Forgot. Oh, did I go to their house? I think I did. Lasts longer than the last ones. That is good. This Super Dude, yeah. There you go. Have a cake. Did I go to DGK's house? Nope, I didn't. So we have 1 cake short for Void. Void's house needs a cake. There you go. Let me get the milk buckets filled again. Now I understand why people having a bakery is like a full business in Minecraft. Just because of the milk. Everything else is super easy to craft up loads of, but goddamn milk. I mean, surely there's like an automated way to do it, but I just don't know it. There you go. Alright. Excited to chat, Max. There you go. The chicken shop. Oh well, it's literally just for eggs, but let's just ignore that. The sugar, spare eggs, wheat, milk, the one bread. Hello! One bread. How are you today?
Doing pretty well.
That's good.
Lasted 6 months, which is happy with that.
Pretty wild, huh? Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Aeronite is, I think, hitting its stride, like, right now, pretty much. But it's quite fun.
Yeah.
We've got so much. Have you seen the Elytra Chores game?
I haven't. I should
Hold
do
on.
that.
It's still in construction, but hold on, let me fly by. Look at that.
Give me a stream delay second.
This.
Oh, nice.
It's obviously not finished whoever's building it, but, like, exciting. Very cool. I mean, it's kind of crazy that Aeronite as a town has 10 completed businesses, whereas none of the other towns have even one. That's not even counting the ones that are not functional at the moment or not stocked. Like, there's 3 other ones that are, like, either in construction or just never get restocked.
I'll make a town eventually when I work out what to sell.
Town. A shop. I mean, I just made up, like, a new shop today, because, I have, like, a lot of eggs, you know? And I'm very happy, like, how goofy the chicken looks.
I'm sure I have a lot of something. I have a lot of obsidian.
That would be a good shop, actually. People would probably pay for that.
I'll make an obsidian shop.
Let's go. But yes, I'm very excited. There's now business rivalry. I've noticed between the 2 wood shops in town, which is a little bit funny.
I'm slightly tempted to undercut the dude who's selling squid ink or dye.
No, the shop's not open yet, I don't think. But I mean, I'd say, you know, all is fair in, well, not one love in this case, all is fair in business. Since, I mean, technically there's no rules except the server rules. So there's no rules to be fair in your business ventures. So you can undercut as much as you'd like. In the end, it's all about, you know...
I've killed a few squids, you know. I know my way around killing squids.
You know your way around murder.
Yeah. Black dye is, it's dark, man.
It is the one dye that requires murder.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
A humane way of collecting black dye.
Yeah, there's not really at all, is there? But yeah, so I'm quite excited. Have you checked out the Warden's Wonders shop?
I need to. I'm making...
Look at that.
I'm making a massive tree at the moment, and I need to give it leaves, and I want to give it, like, darker leaves. So I will be buying quite a lot of your stock. There
you go. There's an easy way of farming black dye, says Mike. But yeah, easy is always relative.
Okay, well, you can make a squid farm, but that's not very humane.
Yeah, we're talking about, it's not about if it's easy. There's no way to really get black dye without murder. Whether automated or manual murder.
Or I guess, I mean, there are wither rose farms, but that is the least humane thing possible.
Yeah, that is a lot more pain and suffering. But yeah, I'm still very proud of this, like, warden design.
No, it looks really good.
Yeah, because, like, that's my issue a lot of the time, is that if Aeronite as a town is obviously small-scale Minecraft. So you can't really build, like, massively sized things without it looking absolutely ridiculous. So I frequently have problems of not being able to scale down things in contrast to everything else. So I'm very proud of managing this chicken because, it just doesn't look good if you have like a massive chicken for what is literally one chest. So
I should make a shop that's just like building the birds that we have at spawn, because I'm very proud of those ones.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a few boat shops at the moment already. We've got this one. We've got this like raft, which I'm like, come on, someone make just Like I've obviously told him not to build in like the entire skyline, because that would suck. If you just build massive things. But I've been thinking, like, depending on how I expected everyone to maybe do 1 or 2 shops and then be done, but the new people have been like going at it with like 2 or 3 shops each. And I'm like, yo, but that might mean I have to like, do a whole ass shopping district at some point. Because we are running out of like good spots to build your shops in. I did put like these little pillars. Where am I getting hit from? No idea. Might have just clipped something. Oh, probably did. But yeah, so we don't really have a lot of slots that have lots of space. Like we have these tiny slots where you could put like a little cart or something. And then we've got...
That's kind of interesting.
That is cool, like a traveling cart or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have like limited space, but you've got this spot here between these shops. That's pretty good.
We have an armor stand plugin on this server, so you can make really fun shops, which is just like a guy in a fun pose.
Ooh, yeah, true. We do have the armor stands. I really need to read into those.
And head plugin.
Yeah, we've got all the heads. The heads. But yeah, so we've got the, like basically these little slots, and we've got that one slot between the warden shop and the other wood shop. Wood shop 2. And then I think we only have maybe 1 or 2 other locations marked out at the moment. I think 1 maybe might be it. Yeah, no, 2 down here, which are pretty good spots because they're right next to spawn. But my thought was, in case that is not enough for everyone, and including myself, all of us want to do more shops even, I may do like a path and do a shopping district right here where the mangrove is. So extend it a bit further, because I do want to have my funfair build between the trading hall and this shop here, basically. So I need the space. But in case we need more space, we can like extend down here. Because I just plopped these down because, I don't know. Funny, haha. No, because I expected to be farming a lot more mangrove than I ended up probably needing, because we've got those shops, which is great. I now fully understand why the Hermitcraft model is the way it is, because it is so much nicer not to have to harvest everything by yourself. If you're already on a multiplayer server, you can just go to the shopping district and just buy stuff. In our case, I go to my own town and just be like, hey, let me buy like a few stacks of wood instead of having to farm it for 2 hours.
It also massively cuts down on server lag, because you need 1 farm for everything instead of like 1 each.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there are going to be some farms that I'm not super willing to share, and we've had some extensive business negotiations about the gunpowder farm.
I have a gunpowder farm.
Yeah, because like, right, but there's farms that like either me or Autumn or us together have built specifically for the public, right? Like the Enderpearl farm. That one's always public, because, you know, we want everyone to have XP, and it sucks if you die and you maybe lose your stuff, and then you spend like 16 years trying to get levels. Very annoying. So that one, obviously public. I think every more advanced server should have a really good public XP farm.
And there is no point in having multiple Enderman farms.
There's really not. I mean, there's been some talk about maybe trying to make it more efficient, because ours is a little prone with the...
I was gonna do that.
With the Endermite problem.
There's better ones. The good ones, you drop the Enderman from like a height first, so it's 1 hit to kill, so people with Sweeping Edge can actually use the farm without Sweeping Edge even. Oh yeah.
But so yeah, like improving it or like maybe replacing it with a better design, but in the end basically have like the public design, the public farm for that one specifically. But pretty much all of the other farms really is like, the gunpowder farm took me and Autumn like 5 hours to build. So we are like haggling with everyone, because it's not like gunpowder farms, with the server being this big, are particularly taxing
Yeah.
in terms of on the server, so it's not like you can't build your own. Or you could even just straight up go hunting for creepers.
I'll
And
be
if you've got,
making a
like,
mega farm, and then maybe.
Or you could just make like a normal mob farm and just, you know, take whatever gunpowder you get from that, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I never do normal mob farms. There's not really much point.
And AYR is the like racing game. So work in progress, playing a medium default difficulty. It's looking really good, DGK. Really like it. I'm very excited because I love flying. It's one of my favorite things ever. And to think that we're gonna get like our first proper mini games.
Yeah.
Exciting. I've been like really thinking a lot about it. And one of the things I've been doing a lot recently is watch Red Dog's streams, and he spent like 2 hours today explaining this like game that he's doing at the moment, like mini game concept. And man, that really sparked my creativity, even though it went a lot over my head because it's like really redstone intensive, which I'm not. I'm still like a beginner, but
yeah, I'd like to do.
But it really sparked my creativity to think more outside of the box in terms of what kind of mini games will be in my funfair build.
Yeah. I mean, Hermitcraft is great for inspiration for anything.
For real, yeah, no, it's been so nice.
So well.
I've just been like playing Minecraft and just having the stream on the background. Very nice. I recommend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from sometimes when there's like their game sound and your game sound, and it doesn't.
Yeah, no, that happens
together.
sometimes. Like the amount of times you get tricked, but you know, I was just doing some like, because I've been trying to get like to beat Minecraft in my like first single player world. So I've just been doing like stupid grindy things on there. Like, I've been working on trying to build a safe path to the blaze spawner. Problem is, I can't find the blaze spawner. The fortress is absolute dog shit. It's super far away and really complicated, like different paths and everything. It's not straightforward. So I'm still trying to find it so I can actually make the path as short as possible. Because the walk is so long from the portal. Unironically, it's several hundred blocks, like 500 or 600. And it's very annoying. It takes like a solid 2 minutes of walking just to get to the fortress.
Yeah.
And so I obviously want to make the path in the fortress as safe as possible so I don't get yeeted by like wither skeletons. So, plus I'm like I'm still technically early game, kind of. Mostly because I just didn't really know when I started that world how to do anything. Like,
when did you start it?
Like it's my very first world. I started it July 2021. Yeah, so a bit more than a year. It's okay. It's my first one on the PC. I did have a world like on the phone, but that doesn't really count because it wasn't even Minecraft. It was Multicraft.
Yep. I've had Multicraft.
Because it was my thought process I was like, I've been really getting into Minecraft content because I'd been at that point really, really into it for like a month or two. And I was like, okay, before I spend money on a game, I want to like try. I did not have a nasty fall. Why would I? I did not. What would you mean? What? I didn't fall. I pretty much never... I mean, not never, but let's say my amount of stupid deaths on the server is very low. But yeah, my thought was, okay, I'm gonna do a little experiment time with a free Minecraft version.
Yeah.
Which is relatively similar. And see if I like it. And I played like 40 hours in like a week or something. Like I really got into it. And then, oh, that's Max. Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't know what people have been doing. And I have no idea what that's a reference to. I did not understand the comment, but it's fine. And then I was like, okay, now I've like proven to myself that I enjoy.
Oh, right.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try out this, and then I was like, okay, I like it, and I bought Minecraft, and you know, here we are. I play Minecraft pretty much every day, if not like every 2 days or something, if not at home or something. As let's say, if I'm home and have access to a PC, I pretty much am gonna at least briefly play Minecraft pretty much every day. Check out on stuff, build stuff in creative, do like my streams and stuff, and I've just been. This is like my favorite video game ever. Just for the versatility at this point. because
Yeah,
there's lots of
yeah.
games I love a lot. Like, I really, really got into Pokemon again. And I'm very excited to do the Stardew Valley stream because I think I'll love that game as well.
Oh, Stardew Valley is great.
Yeah. But just in terms of how much joy I get out of Minecraft and the versatility I can get. Like, me playing One Block Skyblock recently is just the best. I may do some later as well on stream. And stuff. So from that point, it's just my favorite thing. And but yeah, I have like this whole like I like poetic like parallels and cinematography and like storytelling stuff like that. So I think just from that point of view, beating Minecraft for the first time on my own in my first world ever is just too good to give up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even if like the infrastructure is terrible, the worst ever.
I went back on my old tablet that just restarted randomly and looked at my first worlds, and I just remember being so proud of them.
Yeah.
Like, this little build was my whole world.
Yeah, it's wild. It's very wild.
I mean, yeah, I posted a thing like this is what I built in like January 2019 versus September 2020.
Oh yeah, no, it's wild. I can very briefly hold on. I can't actually. Never mind. Ignore me. I was about to think I could maybe show it off but it's a different. I'll still keep that world in 1.18.2, so I'd have to switch Minecraft versions to do that. But I've actually learned how to make it so my goddamn like texture packs doesn't like switch every time. So I just like link it to a different game directory. So that's
really clever. I need to do that
because it's so annoying if you like switch and then you have to like select everything. Now that I've got 6 texture packs on.
I get for Bed Wars, it resets my sensitivity completely and it turns auto jump on.
Oh no!
Is awful.
Auto jump is disgusting. We hate it. We hate auto jump in this household. Oh wait, hold on. There's a sheep. Sheep moment. If she is, I do. Hold on. Stealing your wool, my friend. Goodbye. But yeah, so my builds in that world. There's a house that is not too bad. I actually tried with the roof and everything. That's, but a lot of the builds on there are just absolutely not great. There's not many of them. Oh my god, it was terrible. Full cobblestone kind of build. Ugh. Jeez. To be fair, I've never in my life, at any server or single player world or any world with my friends, ever had as bad a spawn. Because it's like a jungle spawn with no village for thousands of blocks. Literally like 3,000-4,000 blocks away is the next village. So because it was like jungle, I died so many times at the start because I just didn't have sheep. I couldn't sleep the night away. There was too many mobs everywhere.
I'd reset like immediately.
Yeah, no, I got like I'm so stubborn. Like, for some reason, I got super like, because it's the first world I generated. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick with it, no matter what. And I was like, all right, but alas, like if I were to start it, and like that's the thing, right? I want to finish it like that world, and then if I'm starting like a new Minecraft world at any point for any reason, maybe like one day hardcore, but I don't know if I'm patient enough to not run into stuff in Minecraft. And like be like, oh, I need to avoid to die at all costs. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not that patient at all.
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe whatever kind of like single player Minecraft project I'd ever do, or just play on my own time. I'd 100% like structure everything differently in terms of when I build like farms or how I structure my living. Saga. My living circumstances and all that stuff. Even different than I did it here, because I very much need to expand my main bases that I build. Because at the moment, it's like everything's scattered everywhere, and I don't mind it too much. Because, I don't know, I kind of got used to it, but obviously in the ideal world, I'd have my smelter in my house and not in an underground bunker.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Or my items sort of just outside on the lawn, So, yeah. Trying to think what I want to do on the server today. I've did like my little cake, I've did tours of everything. Making an Elytra game is harder than you think when you don't have Elytra. Yeah, I presume, yes. GGK is quite death prone, to say the least. But either way, look, you can see the little warden head poking over the trade station. Hello. How are you doing?
Good. Might be coming on in half an hour, 45-ish minutes, probably.
Alright. I'll see if I find a project to do right now, I'll be on for a bit. But if not, I might just play Skyblock. Skyblock, my beloved.
Just whack my computer. Doesn't matter.
Well, I think I'd appreciate it if you restocked your shop.
Which shop?
The Deep Dark one.
Oh, I see! That is a lot of profit, my friend. 38
Yeah,
diamonds, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see. I obviously have limited restocks because, well, no, there's no way to quickly get to the Deep Dark that we found. Because
I really need to set up, like, above the nether transport.
Yeah, because 16,000 blocks is really far away to just casually go.
I haven't even set the Withered Skull farm up.
Ugh. Everything in due time. There you go. Let me take my stuff. Do some restockage.
I've bought all the things I need. Now I need to actually do something with the things, and that's a bit scary.
That's true. I love the build. Like, I'm so surprised how like the nether stuff, the cyan nether stuff, works so well with the deep dark color palette.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's really nice.
I think Minecraft did start including builders in their like process of designing things.
Oh, 100%. Like I've heard like a lot of rants about different blocks, but like I do agree that there's always that thing where you have like a block that's really, really nice, but it's such a pain to get. Like mangrove wood, why? Just why? Or like deep slate, like come on. You could be doing so much better. I swear to God, why? Okay, let me... Look, this is like my entire stock that I've got.
Max, did I tell you that I finished crocheting my mushroom hat?
Funky, you should
Very
show
cool.
me a picture.
I will. I'll do it tomorrow though, because I'm going on a plane soon.
That's fun. That's
Damn.
fun.
I'm not like in the airport, but I'm supposed to sleep. I don't wanna, because I hate planes, and I kind of wanna.
Oh, I don't think I can really do too much Skulk Vein restocking. I'm quite low on them. How much do I have?
Yeah,
Well,
I have to be at the airport for 3 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
So
Okay, so maybe don't sleep.
Exactly.
There you go.
I'm not sleeping though because every time it takes me forever to get to sleep in heat. Why isn't this happening? Anyway, it takes me forever to get to sleep in the heat. But the thing is, I'm supposed to go up to 1 to be ready to leave the house for 2:30. But the thing is that is that it'll take me till 12 to get to sleep, so there's really no point.
Yeah, well then stay up, do something exciting. Watch, well, I don't know, watch a horror movie. That really gets too dreaded. No, maybe don't.
I watched 3 to 4, I think it was 4 episodes of Waterloo Road, and then I got really bored of it, so.
Let me pull up my copper there. Copper in the build. Still very proud that I got a warden head. Even though I never delivered the killing blow. Did you see any of the stream where we went to fight the warden?
No, I'm upset I missed it. I wanted to watch.
The obviously we're gonna have the VOD, and I might even do like a YouTube video cut of it because it was ridiculous. Like we went in at the start and we were so scared, and then we spawned one and it was like okay, like we managed to defeat him, and we're like, oh poggers, we've done it, right? And then Autumn spawned a second one on accident.
Wow.
And then we were like, oh shit. And then it continuously happened that people, like, including myself, and then Magnus was also there, one of the new guys. And each of us spawned just on accident, at times, 3 wardens. And then we're just in these caves, running away from, like, 6 wardens. It was ridiculous. Like, one time we were just in this cave system, fighting 3 wardens at the same time. We somehow managed to win at the end.
I need to fight one. I haven't.
They're
touched
quite
the
challenging.
Stuff.
They're quite challenging, especially, like, alone, very hard. I honestly think no-hit warden fight would be genuinely a, like, speedrun type category.
Oh, I'm really excited for speedruns of warding thing. I think that's gonna be.
That's
really
the thing,
fun.
right? Like, I don't know much about speedrunning at all. My entire exposure has been one Tapel stream. That's my exposure. Hi, Sam! I'm on the SMP if you want to play with. Sam, I maybe want to visit Aeroline again. There's been a lot of developments.
I don't know if I should add leaves to my.
What the fuck even is a warden, says Sam. Well, I'll show it. I'll speedrun it. Surely you'll get owned so hard. This is the warden. Well, a recreation of it. Right over here. This guy. So that's my entire exposure to speedrunning is one stream that I watched like a few days ago. And honestly, did I understand any of the specifics? No. This is... I was just sitting there like, okay.
It's really interesting.
It is really, really strange, but cool. Big respect to the guys that do it. And also, obviously, everyone else who does it, but like, you know. Doctor Who, the Adventure Games, 3rd fastest time, thank you. Okay, GG Sam. That's respectable. I don't think I've ever attempted to speedrun literally anything. It's not my kinda approach. I think the only time I've done it is like some parkour levels. But otherwise not really. It's not my speed. It's not my, you know, speed, if you will. I don't know, I've never looked too much into it. But I find it fascinating how Minecraft speedrunning is so complex and you've got all of these little things about it. Kind of wild. There's this whole GG to everyone who does it. But yeah, no, like, even fighting the warden with 2 or 3 players, challenging. A lot of it is just kind of luck. Like, the one thing that we've managed, and I think that is the hack to do it, is similar to the Wither. You just need to make, like, sure that he gets stuck.
Yeah.
And then be fast and, like, don't, like, be careful because, you know, either the Shriekers or the Ward just straight up hitting you makes insane amount of damage. Like, the Shrieks is, like,
you have to
2.
rely on the limits of their AI.
Exactly, yeah. So a lot of it is just, it is a little bit of luck, it is a little bit of strats as well. But even then, it's genuinely really challenging to do it without getting killed. If you set up a spawn station, of course you can just like run back in, get your stuff, and just continuously chip away at his health until you eventually kill him, which is what we did. But unironically, like without getting murdered, like I think total kills were 30 approximately.
Ouch.
Somewhere between 30 and 40 for each of us, mind you. Not for all of us together. So it's really difficult. And mind you, okay, this was like I think 30 kills alone were from the first time we fought him. After the second to 6th ones or so were the rest of the deaths. So we did get better eventually and had more people approaching. Like a good way is when one distracts him because then the AI focuses on that player and you could just straight up hit the guy like a bunch of times without it getting stuck on you. And then it gets stuck on you, you run away, and like the other person goes hits. That's like the best strat we've sort of figured out. But there are some very funny ways you could just like murder him. Like I'm sure,
yeah, people have definitely thought of amazing ways already.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm still not over in Double Life the like fishing rod kill.
Yeah, that was good.
That one was. I've just been on like a big rewatch just streak with like the previous seasons. Man, they are so good, so good. Just the sheer I don't know. It's just very good, very good.
Yeah, no, they've done really well.
If you've ever wanted to get like just really good entertainment in Minecraft, just watch any of the live series as this. However, I will put like down a maybe slightly controversial opinion. Maybe. But right, okay. Since I've very recently watched like all the 3 seasons that have come out, right? One thing I think that Double Life does differently than the Last Life and Third Life is that it's a lot less of a two-front war.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in Third Life and Last Life, basically, you have like 2 sides, and you can watch the POV of one side and understand pretty much what most of the players on that side are up to. So you kind of could get away with understanding pretty much the entire plot line with watching like 2 people's POVs, right? Like hypothetically, you would watch like Ren for the Dog Wars perspective in Third Life, and you would watch like I don't know Scar or Dubs maybe. You could get away with 1 or 2 POVs, maybe even maybe 3, and you'd understand pretty much most of the important storylines. And similar-ish in Last Life, where you have the North and the South, right?
Yeah.
And you could watch 1 POV from each, and you'd be like, oh, chillin'. But I feel like Double Life is the first of those seasons where, because of the soulmate dynamic, the team ups are usually 2 players only. Thus, you kind of have, like, it makes it a lot harder to understand all of the plot lines unless you watch everyone, which I think is a benefit.
Yeah, they definitely took a lot longer to form groups.
Yeah, like the group forming was like near the end, pretty much.
Yeah.
So to really understand how everyone got to where they ended up, you needed to watch at least like 1 person from each team up, or like each soulmate pair. Maybe 1 from the like divorce quartet or whatever. Like maybe you could get away with 1 of those, but like still, that's still only like 4 players as compared to how big some of the team ups in the previous seasons were.
Yeah, definitely.
So, obviously, I'm not saying necessarily it's always better, but I do think it's amazing that a lot more people have been branching out in who they watch in Double Life, I feel like, than in the previous seasons. Which I think is good. More people to join. Let's go. I find it genuinely just, like, fascinating. And it's just very good entertainment.
Yeah.
It's just good. Sometimes when I'm like, sometimes I get in this mood where I'm like, I want to watch something new, but I don't really want to watch something new, so I just watch something I've watched like a billion times.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. And then I have like okay, this is my hot take, right? And I want everyone in my chat, right? Everyone who's currently watching the stream, right? If you've not watched this particular little mini-series on YouTube, please watch it, because it's like one of my ultimate favorite videos of all time. I love it a lot, and it's just good. Okay, it's got all the things I just it's very good. It's very good. Specifically, it's Mumbo and Grian's Minecraft Earth road trip.
Oh,
please watch it. It's so good.
That's good.
It's so good because I'm a massive road trip enjoyer. I think they're amazing, both like in real life and as a story tool. Then you've got like the best editing of all time. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
It's really like a little documentary. Then you've just got fun shenanigans, and it's just very good. It's also not really long. It's like 2 videos that are like combined maybe 15 minutes long. Yeah. So I recommend it highly, chat. Even if you don't watch Mumbo or Grian usually, please do it. It's just good. It manages to have narrative stakes in like a real life vlog, which I'm still just amazed by that. Just how, but it's just really, really good. So it's like one of those videos I've watched it like multiple times now, and I'm like on both of those videos, and it just never gets old, you know.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's got like weirdly, it doesn't feel like it is that recent of a video though. It just feels like a video that could have been made like in 2016, and I don't know why. I think this was like recent. This was like September 2021 maybe or something. Or
swear it
2020.
was a little bit longer ago than.
It was during COVID because there's like a thing about them holding to COVID regulations. If I remember, hold on, let me see when it came out. Maybe I'm absolutely talking the most trash I've ever talked in my life, but probably not. Hold on. This is the part 1 of this video. Hold on. Let me click on it. Oh, nope, I don't want an ad. Yeah, no, okay, 2020, to be fair. But yeah, end of 2020, December. So it doesn't feel like it came out only like 2 years ago. It feels like it could have come out like 6 years ago and perfectly fit in. It's just kind of... It's eternal in that kind of sense, in a weird way. It's just one of those things where I'm like, this is the point, right? If I were ever to think, okay, how do I introduce someone, especially maybe someone who's not someone who watches Minecraft content, to these creators, I would 100% pick that video. Because it's just good, okay? Like, I think at the heart of it, who wouldn't want to go on a fun, like, road trip that's themed around your interest with one of your friends? Like, wouldn't you want to do that? So yeah, it's just great. But yeah, I've just been having a good time with the content, vibing hard. I still need to do my citizenship like document. I wanted to do it today, but I kind of got distracted because I got again tasked to paint bathroom tiles. So I got distracted because I like one of the issues that has come up with things like with the town is that there is a way to become a citizen, right? Which is basically to claim a plot of land, but there isn't really a way to check who's still an active member. Really, not for the town, like just from not necessarily from a literal perspective, but more like. Because there's obviously limited plots and limited space in town. So imagine you log in, there's a few people, I think 3 people, right? Who haven't been on in a long, long time. And I want to like codify a way to procedurally check in who's still an active citizen and then like figure out what to do with their property if they are not.
I'm trying to think if there's actually a way you can check. I mean, I know I can check, but like a command that's accessible to everybody.
The way I thought of doing it was like a census. So to post the census, put a date until when you're meant to respond. Every citizen's meant to respond. If you do not respond, you're basically not counted in the census, i.e. legally from the town's point of view, no longer a citizen.
I mean, I think there is actually a townie command that tells you when they're last online.
If there is, that would be amazing. Because then I could just codify it like that.
Trying to check.
Because, like, it's more because of 2 reasons. Reason 1, obviously the buildings, right? Even though the buildings end up belonging to the person living in them, they were constructed and are on the property of the town of Ereline. So, and none of the people, literally no one who has taken a pre-built house has done any significant changes. Which is allowed, by the way. Like, I wrote down, like, even you could potentially, like, rip down the entire building and build something of your own if you wanted to. But no one has done that. So pretty much, except maybe some additional chests or, like, a basement here or there, the building is pretty much as constructed by me. And in that sense, it's more like, we may run out of space, and it's kind of annoying to have buildings that are not really used take up valuable real estate. So it's that issue. And then the other issue is elections. Because I codified it so we need 5 or more citizens in town, citizens or residents in town, to trigger the process to codify what elections are going to be like. Because, you know, I want my power to be legitimate. I don't want to be a dictator or anything. So I'm just a mayor tempore, you know. I'm just here until the elections, basically. But to fill that requirement, as stated, it kind of is necessary to know how many people are actually active citizens. Right?
Yeah, I know there is a command. I don't know where it's from. but I'll find it.
Yeah, that would be good. So I might write that down then instead of the census idea. Because, and I wanted to, it's gonna be long, but not too long, you know? And it's more like, doesn't come without notice. Because obviously you're gonna have people like, for example, a city that have a valid reason for not logging onto a Minecraft server for a little bit. So,
okay. So
I was
have found the command.
Yes.
You can check. But I don't know if you can do it. Can you type /player and see if you're allowed to do that?
what other command? Just player?
You can add a name after it if you want.
Player, can I do? Can I? Okay, I'm gonna try it with autumns. I can. It says registered January 9th, last online August 8 at 23:24. Sorry.
Yeah, so that'll tell you when they're last online.
Okay, so I might just write in like has to have been online within the past like I don't know 2 months or something. And like without notice if they are not online, they are no longer citizens or something. I think I'll do it like that, but I have to like take a moment of time to like write that out because I think it's kind of boring to see people write like long ass Minecraft books because a lot of the books that I write are like 5-6 pages long and quite thought out. But yeah, I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Could you entertain my chat?
Sure.
Thank you very much. Hold on, I'm going in my house. I'm safe. Alright, I'll be back in a moment.
What is up? Yellow's chat. Haven't done this in a while. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope your day's going well. Or night, I guess, since it's fairly late. At least for me. Chilling on the SMP. Don't know if anyone cares, but yeah, I'll dictate the chat. I'm great at being a dictator. People tell me, they say these things about me for sure. I have run out of things to say already, but that's fine. Everyone go check out my town, please. Yeah. Heard the door, so good signs, good signs.
I have returned.
Hello there.
Hello. Dictate the chat. I'm just vibing here, and it's a Catboy moment. God damn it. Yes. Let me do that. Thankfully, it's cooled down a tad because well, wearing furry gloves in like 30 degrees not the funnest idea. It's one of those times where I appreciate streaming later in the day.
Yeah.
It's kind of cooled down most of the days. By the time I'm live, and I don't have to think about any issues.
It gets hotter in England at night.
Yeah, I know, it's very warm everywhere.
Sticky.
It's still like 24 degrees for me.
Yeah.
Ugh, yikes. Not my favourite circumstance.
Yeah, 24 for me as well.
This is the exact same. But yeah, it's just kind of, man, I'm not really built for the heat. I have to say.
Neither.
Yeah, no, it's not my favorite working conditions. Oh, by the way, in case you are interested for one of your maybe shop ventures, I have offered, and I guess I'll include you in that offer, I have offered that if anyone has a shop but doesn't have a place to build it or thematically it works, they are free to use the lighthouse as a shop build.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because like at the moment, like you could walk up the stairs, but there's no purpose for the building except look pretty. And I like buildings with purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've just offered it. Like if I have an idea, I might use it myself, but I have had no idea. People have suggested maybe like a lamp or lighting shop.
Yeah, that's decent. The new frog lights, I want to know how to get them.
Yeah, I have no idea how to get them. Like the problem is you need to go so far for the new chunks. That
yeah, that's true.
It's basically always a one-way trip because you just go all that way and then you TP back home. But so you have to like get choker boxes and be like lucky and everything. So that's why I immediately got the mangrove home once I found a bit, and then we started harvesting over here because it's just no point.
Yeah.
going that
yeah.
far out for everything. Like thousands of blocks of flying. I mean, I like flying, but not that far, maybe.
Yeah. There's not really many ways I can help with that,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
no, it's just what happens if you upgrade a server.
Yeah.
It's so good. I mean, right. I've had like many a talk about why certain things like on a meta level work for certain servers or certain projects and others don't. But just thought about it because of the upgrading comment. Hold on. Oh yeah, we never like finished talking about the protectiveness over specific like farms and stuff.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, because like alright, so because we do have stuff that is public, but especially right, the only I mean I was about to say I used to only be part of one valuable project, which was the gunpowder farm. But now I've got my trading hall, I've got my super smelter, you know, I've got value of my own, which people wonder. And I'm like, I spent hours on that. I don't even know how long the villager trading hall completed, like everything with the path and the breeding and leveling them all up and the big board reference, everything. Like this has taken hours and hours and hours and hours. And like, I'm not willing to just let people use it for free. So you know.
Yeah, I think it depends. If the server is able to take multiple farms, which obviously with villagers it's very able to do, then there's no issue with you not sharing that.
Yeah, no. So I've offered like there's options for maybe having like specific passes to use for one type of village or something, but really legal. Like we've got a lot of contract negotiations in the past 2 days about different things. It's like the gunpowder farm is one, the other one is the trade hall, and my smelter as well. But the smelter I less have an issue with. I mean, I do have an issue with it because I'm like, this took me like 2 hours plus as well, and it was a massive pain. And also he's literally like technically, canonically like sentient, so I think he deserves compensation, you know. Like at least in the form of fuel, you know. At least in the form of fuel, right? Like, he's a guy. He has a name. He has, like, a literal design and everything. So, I mean, in the canon of the world that I sort of, my little corner, at least, he's as much as one of my, like, I mean, he's literally in the drawing I did today. Right?
Oh, I saw that. It was really good.
Yeah, so, like, all of my pets/creatures, he's one of them. So, in that sense, it's, like, allowing someone to, I don't know,
no, you can do what you want with
milk my
stuff.
cow. Yeah, so I'm like, or like shear my sheep or something. I'm like, well, if it's my pet sheep, maybe not. Anyways, so because it's very different. Also, because I've been on servers where you have something like a public trading hall, but usually that also means that at least it's like multiple members of the server built it together and worked together on it, and then it becomes like a public thing, right? As opposed to one person spending all of the effort and everyone else is just getting away scot-free. Because I feel like grinding is part of Minecraft.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I personally, like, I've shared my philosophy about this as well. This is how Aerolite works, is I like giving people a bit of help. And there's safety guards, right? Like, there's always free food in Town Hall. You're not going to starve to death in town because you don't have like money to buy food from the supermarket, right? You're not gonna have like any lack of things because there's lots always in Town Hall. But I'm not gonna give you like diamonds. There's no diamond gear there ever. It's not meant to be like that. It's not meant for you to skip all these stages. It's meant to help you out a tad. So in a world that is more advanced than you have an ability to catch up a bit faster.
Yeah.
And also considering a lot of the land over here is already claimed / like spawn proofed and stuff, or pets have been like designated, or livestock belongs to someone, that it's not like you have to go far out to find free food or something. So that's like the philosophy. But I absolutely want people to go through progression, because how else are you going to get attached to the server? If you get handed like everything, every evolutionary step immediately, you know? And by the way,
Yeah,
on that topic, I'm checking. There's still food here. Look, people do take. I have no idea why people put these blocks here, but well. So that's how I think it works, and that's the way I like to run the town from like a mayor's perspective as well, where we do give people the property and the tools and food to survive, but also we encourage business, both for people to start their own and for people to obviously shop at the businesses that exist.
This reminds me when Toby said that he wanted to give everyone who participated in the end fight an elytra just straight away on the new server when we reset it. I actually had to talk him out of it. He didn't realise why.
Which server was the one previous to this?
The one before this one.
Yeah.
It was mad to me that he was okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I think stuff like the boss fights kind of I think there is a lot of meta thought behind progression speed in Minecraft servers that people don't think about, but that is vitally important to the longevity and enjoyment of the server for people.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think if you've gotten to a certain stage, right, if you go to a certain stage, then offering certain things in shops or making profit off of certain items is a whole different kind of business than if you do it at another stage in the server.
Yeah.
Right? So I, for example, very vehemently think the idea that everyone should get their first elytra like by end busting is a good thing. I can tell that from experience having been in a server where I got my own elytra end busting and learn how to do it and everything. Versus the server where I got gifted an elytra and I never got my own, that I only really learned to fly and got as attached as I did to just being able to do that on the server where I got my own. Because on the other one, it was like, I knew that the end has been raided so much, there's no way to get one unless you go really far out, so I never used my elytra ever, except to jump from my own roof. Like, really, really, really rarely, because I was so afraid of losing it and not, like, being able to replace it quickly or at all.
True, yeah.
So I was, like, so afraid of just losing my elytra. And on this server where I got my own elytra and learned how to do it, and obviously the end is brand new, so it's not completely stripped of resources, I've been able to actually learn how to fly and really, really fell in love with it to a point where I was never able to previously.
Well, normally, I'm a big fan of resetting the ends whenever it gets, like, too raided, but on this server, maybe not. I think I'll keep this one.
Well, I mean, now you're putting a lot of effort into the end.
I don't want to reset any of this.
Yeah, absolutely not. Like, this is kind of different. But also, people haven't gone as crazy here.
Yeah, there's been no capitalization or kind of need to get multiple, well, more than, like, a couple for each person, so there's definitely enough
for everyone. Yeah, like, I personally, I have, like, the main one that I use, and then I have one backup. If I, like, for example, die, I have, like, a spare elytra to get my one back. And if I happen to lose one, which I did at one point, I just got a spare new one and used my old spare as my new main. But I think, honestly, 2 elytras is perfectly fine. The one you use and the one for backup.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, and how I think about it is, right, you have these elements that work out. But then, obviously, you're always going to have outliers. And I stand by the fact that a lot, for example, Hermitcraft is a bad example to take for most servers, because what works for them works, a lot of it just works because it is Hermitcraft and not anything else.
Definitely, yeah.
And both the players and the audience is going to be a lot more attached to, like, a Hermitcraft season server rather than, like, any random SMP.
You definitely get, like, people joining. I've played on a Hermitcraft-esque server, and it was great because so many people were dedicated, but there were the people joining and just trying to make it into Hermitcraft without putting any of the effort in, which it doesn't work. You can't play like that. No,
it's not. And a lot of it is, it's like a weird multiple, like, I'm sure chat is super interested to hear me talk about this, but I think it's really interesting. Even though I've never run my own SMP, but I have like my eyes and ears open. I'm interested to learn in this kind of stuff, where you have stuff that works because it's Hermitcraft, and then you have stuff because it's the type of server it is. For example, right? I think the concept of having a shopping district like they have, with the amount of items offered and the types and everything, on one hand only works because like they're builders and there's a legitimate like reason to do a lot of that stuff, especially do it early on so people can, because they got to spend months on a project, right? So you got to get the infrastructure in place basically. And then on the other hand, a lot of it also just works because people have, both the audience and the people on it have shown the commitment that even if the advancement of the server is fast, they're not going to abandon the server immediately.
Yeah, I see a lot of people who join servers and play for like a couple hours and are like, I've done everything now. What do I do? And it's like, you've gotten like unenchanted diamond armor and a house and a cooling it a day. That's not quite how... there's a bit more to that than just that.
Just... Right. So I think, honestly, there's so many little... It's literally like an RPG, but it's not an RPG. It just doesn't say it is, right? Because you've got different skill trees that you could try. You could go, like, the redstone route. You could go, like, crazy armor. You could go, like, normal, like... you could go building. You could go, if you're on a multiplayer server, shops. You could do so many different specialties.
Yeah.
You could go, like, crazy into pranks or something. I don't know. Loads of options. And just having a look. I need to take off the shenanigans. There we go. So there's so many things to do, but honestly, it is kind of fascinating because there's not always a formulaic way you can get every person ever attached to the thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work like that. Sometimes, like, I genuinely stand by the fact that I would have a very different experience, or I would have had a very different experience on the server if not on day one, me and everyone in Australia had, like, all this stuff set up. Like, the Discord server that we set up, like, the flags, the matching skins, all that stuff. That, more than anything at all that happened on the server itself, bonded us sort of to the idea and everything.
That's why I love townie servers. It's just a really good way to group people together so that they don't lose interest so quickly.
Yeah, and
it gives people a goal to work towards when they're done with what they'd consider a normal Minecraft playthrough, I guess. It adds a bit extra to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Plus,
a big fan of townie servers.
Townie servers are bangers, absolute G's. It's very cool. Because it's basically just codifying into actual game mechanics what a lot of people will organically do anyways.
Yeah, because there's really not much added. There's no gameplay changes. It's just changes the way you think about the game.
Exactly, because the idea of making your own town or your own little nation or something is obviously, treaded ground.
Yeah.
Like your corporation or whatever. But to put it on the forefront makes it a lot more prominent for people, which I think is good. But yeah, so a lot of stuff is just interesting. And in terms of how you can support or not support specific things just by the way you set up your server.
Yeah.
And what you need to, like, think about as well.
Oh, there's so much to think about when you make servers. It's crazy.
It is a wild world that I only have scratched, like, the surface of thinking about. But it is fascinating to me. And the longer I play, the more... Well, right, I'd say my personal play style and how I've approached is very much... like, just reflecting the interests I've had over the years and also the kind of Minecraft content I like. Which means I do have this part of me that obviously I enjoy some good old roleplay, some shenanigans. That is my bread and butter. That is my literal origin. Well, not that literal, but in terms of...
Yeah.
of things I've done in the past with other people, definitely. So that's why, you know, I lean more than anyone probably into like my role as leader of my town.
Yeah.
And everything, and I just think that's fun. It offers a lot of options for engagement for me and other players. And then you have the side of me that is very buildery. So essentially what I'm saying is there's a variety of servers that I would be perfectly fine to like vibe on. And but I definitely want to see, like, one of the things I'd love and I really want to get more into is the building side. So I'm very excited to have like more people who actually want to build in my town, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well,
that's the hardest part of servers, is just getting people to play and interested in it.
yeah, big beam of light. So I think that's it. It's what gives it shape, you know.
Yeah.
And I personally just, there's nothing that I find more satisfying than once you've got like your build done and you're like, yo, looking cool.
Yeah.
Especially if it has a purpose as well as looking cool. And you're
That's
like, yo,
true.
you're like, that's why I'm so like excited to have this really ambitious build for the funfair house, as well as having like all the mini games inside, because it's the ultimate combination of a, for me, vast upgrade in terms of both scale and detail. I mean, I've sent some screenshots, I think, in the Minecraft chat.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah, like it's a lot more texturing, it's a lot more details, a lot more variety of blocks used. Only thing I haven't figured out how to do is the roof, which, oh god, it's gonna be a pain.
Yeah.
I have a thought, I've had some ideas, but oh my god, it's gonna be such a pain. But then also, it is gonna have all of those games inside, and the way I plan on doing this is like a real fun fair, or like a real like theme park, where you pay an entrance fee to go in and play all of the games, or play as many as you like.
Yeah.
As opposed to paying for each game individually. But it also means you kind of, at least the first few players, may kind of go for a blind approach where they don't really know all the games yet. And I definitely want to spend a lot more time configuring, because I've got like one game that's basically like parkour that I've been working on, but it's not really extremely, it's not super elaborate. It's very simple. So I want to definitely do a lot more like play testing and different ideas and concepts, because I believe the total count of rooms for, if you count the lobby, which I'm not going to count for this, if you don't count the lobby, it's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 rooms, I believe.
Ah, that's good amount.
Yeah, which means that we would have like 8 mini games basically. Probably. I don't know if I'm going to end up fitting a mini game in each of those rooms, honestly, because they're not all massive.
You can take your time.
Yeah, 100%. There's no rush. But like, point there being, there's going to be a few mini games, not just like 1 or 2, but at least like 5 or 6. And I'm definitely going to take, it's going to take a little bit for me to figure out how to do those. But
Yeah.
I'm very excited to get done with that and start building that on the server. The only thing I need is like the roof, but I've started collecting materials already, which is why I'm very excited we have those wood shops. Because I'm going to need a lot of strange wood types. One thing I really should do, though, is because I've destroyed my entire supply of wool during that trip. Not my entire supply, but most of my supply. During the Deep Dark trip, it despawned like a stack and a half, which was annoying.
That's not great.
Yeah, so I'm on the hunt to get more wool. That's one of the shops that no one has done yet, and I'm like, man, there's some shops I know I won't ever do. Not ever, but not on the server, because I've already got too many shops. So, for example, like an enchanted bookshop, too much work. Can't be asked.
When I get a decent supply of emeralds, I'll make a bookshop.
Yeah, because I just can't be asked. Like, my village, I have some good books, but not nearly enough, and I can't be asked to constantly grind my villagers just for books to sell. Can't be
I
asked.
think I've got all of the ones you'd need.
So in that sense, I just have like occasionally a book or two in the rarities shop, which is literally the reason I made the rarities shop, was obviously stuff that I couldn't sell in any other shop, but also to not have any obligation to sell a specific item.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I can say, okay, in this we've just got lots of heads, but then, for example, I could just sell like a Silk Touch book, but I'm not a bookshop, or I can sell some bottles of enchanting or a totem or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not a totem shop or a bookshop or anything. So I like that a lot about it.
Yeah, that's sensible. It means that you don't have to keep grinding to get resources that you don't really want to get anymore.
Yeah, it would be different if I didn't have any shop. Like I'm not a stranger to the grind. I actually really like grinding, which is funny because in a lot of games I find grinding really annoying. You know, especially games where you have to grind by fighting. Just endlessly dungeon crawl or something. I'm just not a big fan. I find it really annoying.
Yeah.
But in Minecraft, if it's like grinding for specific blocks, I find it really like nice and calming. I just go mining for stone for like an hour and I'm just happy. Or sand, which is why my first shop ever in Minecraft was a glass shop.
Oh.
Which I grinded to death. I did so much. I literally did every chest full before I even opened the shop. So this is a long process for what ended up actually being kind of a small shop in terms of size.
My first shop was an IKEA.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, on
Fancy.
a random townie server. I had no idea what they meant by "do you want to make a shop?" So I was like, "Fuck it, IKEA."
It's just gonna be IKEA.
As we do.
Yeah. So I'm absolutely not someone who doesn't like grinding, but I already own how many businesses? Hold on. I need to count myself because I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe.
Ouch.
Yeah, so it's a lot. Some of these are grindy shops to restock, like the supermarket, depending on the item. Some of them are very small, or like the deep dark shop. Obviously, it's gonna be difficult to restock.
Yeah.
I might have to do those journeys multiple times, or like one time I just bring like my entire inventory full of shulker boxes and do it again. But either way, it's not like I'm wanting for shops. Some of them are small.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I'm not looking for any like massively intense shop to stock to add to my emporium, basically.
That's fair.
So, no bookshop from yours truly, even though that would be very on brand of me. But it's basically the only reason why I open a shop these days, except the deep dark shop, like the Warden's Wonders shop. I had this idea of building the Warden statue as the theme, and that the minute I had that, I knew I wanted to do that shop. Because then it's a statue with a purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
So, unless it's like I have a lot of one item that I need to get rid of, I don't really need to open up any more shops at this point. Like, the only reason I opened the egg shop is because I just have too many eggs. Like, way too many. I mean, I could show off, hold on, in the underground area. It's because people are a lot more in the town, even if I'm not online.
Yeah,
so it keeps the chunks loaded a lot more. Like, I'm just gonna say, well, and then, so I may have a little bit of chicken product, you know.
Not many.
Not at all. No, only like a few double chests, you know how it goes. Let me have a gander. If we are... Oh, there's the chickens. The raw chickens. 'Cause sometimes they just get a little stuck in the system. If there's too many eggs. Let me in. There you go. I'm just going to put these in the smelter. Get feathers out. There you go. Now it's just eggs. I've just been, especially since people are on so much, I've just been using Billy as my oxidizing for copper. So I don't wax it anymore. I've scraped off all the wax that was on there and just let him go and do his thing. Once they oxidize it, just replace it with fresh copper.
I mean, yeah.
Not the fastest method, but it does work.
It's very casual. And that's what you really need.
Yeah, because I don't need that much. I just need a little bit. And by a little, I do need quite a bit for the funfair and also for the train station build. But thank you. Just got the chickens. Oh, got a chicken head. Amazing. I can stock that in Rarity's shop. If someone wants to be off-brand poultry man, they can. No.
Right, I'm gonna call it a day on the server.
Alright. That was very fun. Hold on. I know I have an idea. I'm gonna put a chicken head right here. Oh, not here. Next to the... Bye! It was really lovely chatting. Goodbye, Max. I'm putting a chicken head down here. And then we're gonna jump on 1 block Skyblock for a little bit as well. Because I feel like we've run our course. We've given everyone their anniversary gift. We've had a lovely little chat. We've checked all the shops, businesses, and a variety of things, farms, etc.